in his honor. And to date, I've given out 17 scholarships. And then I did what, um, typically a few years back in the black church, in the black community, it was taboo to go to therapy, especially when you have a position in the church. And I was a minister, had been attending church um just about all my life. And they think that, okay, they tell you, if you love God, this is a part of life, you're gonna get over it. And they want to slap some oil on you and tell you you're gonna be all right. And after they had soaked me in a bottle of oil, I still wasn't all right. I was going to the altar Sunday after Sunday, but I was silently dying inside until I decided that I had to speak to someone, a professional, because everybody in the church, just because you're in a position doesn't mean that you're equipped to deal with life challenges. So I went to speak to someone, the EAP people at my job, and I was able to talk my way into beginning my healing.
You're muted, baby.
You can't.
I'm sorry. I want to go back a little bit to touch on your son a little bit. Are you comfortable talking about th- your son's passing?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell the audience what caused his passing?
Um, he was 18 years old, and before at 13, he was diagnosed with a heart condition, and they didn't know what was causing it. But we stayed in the hospital when he was 13 for 8 weeks. They didn't expect him to leave out of the hospital. They placed a pacemaker in his chest, and we was able to come home. And then after that, um, he went on to graduate, to learn how to drive, to take his first airplane trip, to do all the things he wanted to do in life. And then at 18, he was accepted to uh, Hostra's pre-law program. He was ready to go to school, but he said, "I'm going to take off a semester to get my health in order." And they thought they knew what caused his heart problem. So the week after he died, we were supposed to go back to Columbia Presbyterian, but one morning at about 2 in the morning, I woke up and went to get some water, and my son called out to me. He was like, "Mom, can you bring me some water?" So I came in his room. I brought him some water. He was like, "Mom, I really don't feel good. Can you call an ambulance and auntie?" And so we were talking the whole time. He was saying, to call my sister, get his telephone, and all this stuff. He said, "I know I'm gonna probably be in the hospital a while, so get all of my stuff." And while we were in the ambulance, I had such a feeling that I couldn't shake. And then when we got to the hospital, they were working on him, and a doctor came out and one time said, he's a very sick young man. And then when he came out this second time, he said to me, "Are you here by yourself?" And I was like, "Yes, my mom and my sister and everybody will be here in a few minutes." And I called my mother and I said, "Mommy, hurry up, something's not right. I just feel like something's not right." And when they came, that's when they told me that we did all we can do. We couldn't save him.